Everybody goes through hard times in their lives, and we just wanted to let them know that they don't have to go through life alone and that we're here to help.
We decided to do this project because we realized that we are very privileged and we want to show others who are going through a rough time that life is still good and we care about them.
I just wanted to make somebody's day better because when you're going through a hard time, even the smallest thing can make the biggest difference.
I just wanted to restore the faith in humanity, and I know kindness is a chain reaction, and if I could start something that could extend to so many other people, I don't see why not.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can't.
When we first started our project of handing out lunches to the homeless people, it was hard to get the courage to go up to them and ask if they wanted a lunch. But then once we started passing them out, it was really easy and it was really cool. One thing that impacted me was lots of kids would come up, but they wouldn't get lunches for themselves. They wanted lunches for their parents or their siblings, and so they were thinking about others, even though they themselves were less fortunate. And that really taught me that I should be so grateful for stuff that I have, because it's just something small. Making a lunch for someone else can make their full day, and it can help them through their hard times.
When we were handing out the lunches to the homeless people, there was one mom who came up and she got 3 lunches for 3 of her kids, but she didn't get one for herself because she realized that there were a lot of people who needed a lunch and she didn't need it as badly as they might have, and I thought that that was a really positive thing and it was really nice of her to do.
Okay, so as we started driving downtown, all of us in the car were really scared and kind of sketched out because we started walking through this part of town and we're looking on the side of the streets and we're looking at all these homeless people and there's people smoking weed on the side of the street and we're just 3 little girls. We're okay, we're gonna do this. And then we started walking up to people at Pioneer Park and handing out lunches, and the first lady we handed a lunch out to was kind of awkward. Hey, you want a lunch? And so we gave it to her though, and the expression on her face when we first gave it to her was priceless. The gratitude that they had when we were giving them out lunches was priceless. And there's one old lady who came up to me and I gave her a lunch, and as I handed it to her, her face just lit up and she grabbed my hand and her eyes were teary and she just said thank you so much, and she had the biggest smile, and I think that was payment enough, and it just shows how much people really do appreciate it.
One thing that really impacted me while we were handing out the lunches was there was this one guy that came up to us and he wanted a lunch right as 10 kids had run up at the same time, and he refused to take one of the lunches until all the kids had one, and it just really shows how they all care about each other and how they're so willing to make sure that other people have before they do. And it's just awesome to see because we're so blessed with what we have, and sometimes we don't realize that other people don't have as much as we do.
It was cool to see that as we were trying to be kind to people, that we saw kindness coming out of them too, which was our intention for this whole project, was that we wanted to start this chain reaction, and we saw it almost immediately.
So in the end, we learned that we are very grateful for what we have and we need to share more with others who might not have what we do.